Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. This video is another sketchbook tour video. I love sketchbook tours, I know you love sketchbook tours, and so I am excited to bring this to you today. I started this sketchbook in the beginning of this year, and it is a soft cover Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. I wasn't really sure where to start with the sketchbook, but I really wanted the first spread to be full and I wanted there to be quite a few drawings, so I drew a couple portraits as well as some animals. Last year for Christmas, I received the Holbein 50 pastel color pencil set, and I really was just itching to play with them, and I drew this sweet little bunny rabbit as well as this vibrant frog, and I was very happy with these illustrations, and I would love to make stickers out of those this year, so that is a goal of mine for 2024. Whenever I draw a lot, I then crave to paint, and vice versa. If I paint a lot, I then crave to draw. And so this here, I was in the mood to paint. I painted a sweet little landscape and a ducky, and there's a little quote that says, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." And I really like that quote, so I wrote it down. This here, I went to the library and I checked out this giant book on Sargent, and I did a couple studies of him, and I enjoyed really looking through his book, and I feel like I learned quite a bit. I also then did some anatomy, and there's a random portrait in the corner on this page. This T-Rex is really random. Somebody on TikTok asked me to draw a T-Rex with peacock feathers, and so that's where this illustration was born. Next, I drew a couple of hands. Hands are so expressive, and so it was very helpful to draw these and let out some emotions. I also was wanting to test out some new graphite pencils that I got. These next couple pages, I did a self-portrait challenge because self-portraits are difficult for me. But I wanted to tackle it, and I like to challenge myself, so although I don't love how these turned out, I am proud that I did them. In my sketchbook, I do a lot of experimenting, and here I was experimenting with ballpoint pen and watercolor to see if it was a technique that I would enjoy. On this day, I went to the park to urban sketch and draw and paint from life, but it was very hot because it was summertime in Florida and I didn't get to finish because your girl was overheating. The left side of this spread, I got a grayscale set of the Tombow markers, and then on the right, I drew some lips because I wasn't really sure what to draw, but I was in the mood to draw, so we went with lips. And then next, I drew a bunch of ears because as I was drawing portraits, I was struggling with the ear, and so to practice some error-focused repetition, I just drew a bunch. On this next spread, I was just playing with and trying to figure out how to use those grayscale markers that I told you about earlier. I love hummingbirds, and so on this day I was just craving color pencils, and so I chose to draw a hummingbird. I went to Michael's and I picked up a ballpoint pen by Faber-Castell, and here I was just getting a feel for that pen and trying to figure out how it worked through portraits. Next, I had realized that on my animal Pinterest board I had saved a bunch of cats, and so I drew a bunch of cats, and I was having fun with it, and I drew a mad scientist kitty, a little kitty with superpowers, and I was just being playful here. Now we just have a couple portraits. On the left, a portrait with ink, and then on the right, some portraits with graphite and charcoal. I really love academic drawings, and so I was just exploring that a little bit here, but I would like to explore that more in my next sketchbook. Then, since I drew a whole spread of cats, I felt like I had to do a whole spread of dogs, and that's what that was. Here, I was playing with crayons, because when is the last time you've drawn with crayons? For me, I don't even know. Lastly, I realized recently that I don't draw architecture or like cars and stuff, and that they're hard for me, so here I was just trying to practice that, but I wasn't having fun, and so I just moved on. I do have a couple blank pages at the end of the sketchbook because I have some Christmas presents to draw, and I better get on it because we're running a little bit late. And anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you next year. Bye.